Hi guys, it's me again. I've worked it out, I think. Um, I've worked out how I can actually hear the sound at the same time. So I've deleted my last video. So please come along and say hello on live chat. Let me just see if we're actually live. And I want to go over to Facebook and say, you guys, I'm live. I'm going to transcribe a drum fill from a... excellent. Okay, so let me just come on over to Facebook, publish that. It's the wrong link, but who cares? We got it sorted finally. Just want to hear. So, can you guys hear this music? Hi, Jay. Can you hear that music? My last video, you couldn't hear the music. You could hear just my voice, which would have been terrible for you all. So, can someone on live chat just tell me before I start? You just heard that music. Anybody at all? Yes, thank you, Jay. Wicked. Right. Okay, so. Yeah, there's a drum fill that occurs in Dark Necessities by the Red Hot Chili Peppers, drummed by Chad Smith. It occurs at... Let me put it up to normal speed. The reason I slow it down is one, so that it's easier for me to work out the drum parts, and two, so that hopefully YouTube doesn't pick up on the on the music and then ban it immediately. So let's... here's normal volume of the drum fill. How cool is that? Real standout moment for Chad Smith in this song. So the first when I'm working out something like that, thank you, Jay. The first thing I do when I'm working out something like that is to work out the time signature and where it's starting, where the drum fill's starting. They don't always start on beat 1 or beat 3. They can start on a weird place. So let's go from the end of the break and then counting where the drum fill starts. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Wicked. So that makes it really easy for us. The first thing is it's in 4, same as the rest of the song, and the drum fill, it starts on beat 1 and it lasts a whole bar. Let me just confirm that for you. Let's go down to slower motion now. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 Eander, 2 Eander, 3 Eander, 4 Eander, 1. So it's also all in 16th notes. That's the first thing that I notice. Dabba dabba da babba dabba da babba dabba boom. And there's a line of notes there. Sounds pretty constant to me. A whole line of 16th notes with some snare drums and and some toms jumping out. So the first thing I want to do is work out where all those notes that are popping out are. So let's just hear that again. The start of it anyway. 3 and 4 and... So the first bit's pretty obvious. Da da do. You can hear that sort of jump out immediately. So I'm going to put that in right away. That's snare, snare, and I'm going to use the high tom for now. It might be a different tom, but we'll come back to it in a second. In fact, I know it's the high tom. I'm kind of cheating here because my last video didn't work. I've already written this out, so you're not seeing my true thought process, but I'm talking like I'm doing it for the first time just for your benefit. So it's da da dum, and then let's hear those other notes that pop out. 1 E and a 2 E. I'm going to slow down even more. I am to know that's where it is, but for your benefit, I'm going to slow it down. 1 E and a 2 E. Da da da. So we've got 2 little snare drum ghost notes there. Da da dum da. And then a snare drum. So it's 1 E and a 2 E. It's actually on the E that snare drum pops out. So I'm going to make those 2 snare drum notes. And that snare drum note, but those 2 snare drum notes there are going to be ghost notes. So I'm going to go over to here, add brackets to them. I can add that straight in. I can add that straight in. I can add that in straight away because I happen to know that's true. Any other questions, guys? Thanks. Thank you a lot. Thanks a lot. Can hear it. Good now. Watch my latest vid, please. No, Jay, I won't. Maybe I will. Please don't advertise on live chat. It's very, very horrible. So back to the song, yeah. So 1 E and a 2 E and a. You hear it goes from snare to high tom there. It's the same tom being used every time. Dum, da, dum, da. So it's alternating between snare and high tom. Da, 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 dum, da, dum. So you can hear that first, after the first high tom, then it's snare drum, and then it's another high tom. So we're listening for that next high tom. Where's that falling? 1 E and a, 2 E and a. It's on the So we've actually got 2 offbeat notes there. That's actually falling on the da da dum, da dum. So that's up to the of 2. 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E. Another offbeat snare drum next, because it's alternating, remember, on the E of beat 3. Da da dum, da dum, da dum. And then we got, it sort of resolves on the beat 4. You can hear how it ends, the drum fill ends. Ba ba bum. Bum, bum, ba ba bum. Bum, ba ba bum. So 4 E and dum, da da dum at the end. So the next note is going to be a 16th note, ghost note. Nothing falls after that. Escape. There we go. Click that. And then the next note before the 4 E and ending is actually on the high tom. You can hear it. I'll play it for you in a second. It's 4 E and. So then we get 2 more snare drum notes, and you can hear the last tom note is actually lower than the first one. So I'm going to put it on the floor tom. That end bit. Da da dum. Dum da da dum. And does it end on the and of 4? Yeah, we don't play the 16th note at the end of the bar. It's 4 E and 1. So let's make that an 8th note. And let's flip this over because I like it round this way. And let's slow down even more for the benefit of you guys. I'm going to move my mouse across as it plays. So I'm pretty sure that's it. Well, I know that is. It is it. Da da dum, dat dum, dat dum, da da dum. So a really cool idea where Chad is sort of playing from here, the E, the E, the and then it resolves nicely da da dum with the same intro da da da, but da da dum into a lower tom. So it could be a sticking he's using: right, left, left, right, left, right. But I very much doubt it. It's pretty much almost guaranteed to be 16th notes, single strokes. That's exactly how I play it. Let's put that down now. Let's put the notations in. Oh, sorry, it's on the text. Put some lyrics in. Right, left, left. Go back to questions. Any other questions, guys? Come along and say, got any questions? You're mean. Oh. And the fill isn't even finished yet. So any questions you guys have got, not just about this transcription itself, or about anything else, just come along and say and ask a question. I'll certainly answer them towards the end. So I don't like that font, so I'm going to change that font. Let's go to Reprise Script Standard, which is my choice for Drums the Word. And it's going to be single strokes all the way through, so I'm just going to put ... to indicate that. But just to make it even easier for you guys to sort of work out what the hands are doing, I'm going to put where those accent notes are, where those normal volume accent notes are. So that's going to be played with your left hand, that's going to be played with your left hand, that's left, and then it's right, left, right at the ends. So we've got some left hand stuff going on there. The next thing I want to do before we end is to add another bar in, another line, layout, page break, and I'm going to, oh no, not page break, I'm going to do a system break. I'm going to do a simplified version of this drum beat, because those ghost notes can really throw people off. So if I was trying to work out how to play a simplified, there's no rules as to what you change. It's just what I feel like. So, looking at this, first thing to do is take out the ghost notes. It's still going to be quite a difficult drum fill because we've got offbeat stuff going on. So actually simplifying this might actually not make it that simple. So I'm going to take out that ghost note there. I'm going to take out that ghost note there and make that a rest, 16th note rest. Let's make that an 8th note. Now I had the choice there of putting a 16th note. In fact, I will put a 16th note rest in there. Sometimes it's nicer to see that these are on the upbeats by indicating it that way rather than join them together, and people might think that's one and or two and in this case. Hopefully you can see that's the E. I'm going to make those two 16th note rests as well. And that's actually the skeleton rhythm. So it doesn't make it any easier really, because you've still got these weird offbeat drum fills. So actually calling it a simplified drum fill isn't technically really true. In fact, when I play this, I find adding in the ghost notes, filling in the gaps with your hands with playing the quiet notes, means that these notes fall in the correct place because these notes are being played automatically. So actually this I'm going to remove. I don't think it's a simplified version. Delete. So I'm going to fill out the rest of this chart in my own time, just put the notation above and also where this drum fill occurs in the song. But that's basically it. Let's have one more listen. Let's hear it up to speed. 1, 2, 3, 4. Lovely stuff. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to teach you guys this in a drum lesson at some point. But if you want to see more of these, please thumb this up in Facebook and YouTube. Before I go, anyone else got any questions? No, I'm not going to do any face cams because you don't need to see my face. And also, I think it's going to slow down the streaming as well, and I don't want to do that. You don't need to see my face, for goodness sake. So, until next time, happy drumming, toodle pip. I'll just wait a few more seconds for any other questions. Do 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 do. All right, guys. Thanks for joining in, Jay and everyone else. Thanks for the compliments, and I'll speak to you all very soon.